My boyfriend insisted I prove my love, so I left instead. AITA? I, 28F, was dating my boyfriend, 32M, for about 2 years, and at first, everything seemed great. He was charming, thoughtful, and always knew what to say to make me feel special. But over time, things started to change in subtle ways that I ignored, until I couldn't anymore. At first, it was little tests. If you really love me, you'll text me goodnight first. If you cared, you'd cancel your plans and stay with me tonight. They seemed harmless, even sweet in a way, but then it escalated. A few months ago, I got a big promotion at work. I was ecstatic, but his reaction was off. Instead of celebrating, he got quiet. Then he asked me if I would still prioritize our relationship over my career. I told him that nothing would change, but he seemed skeptical. He started making comments about how he felt like he was competing with my job, how he wished I would show him he was number one. Then the real test came. Last week, he asked me to move in with him. On paper, it made sense. His place was bigger, closer to my office, and we spent most nights together anyway. But something in my gut told me to wait. When I hesitated, he got upset. He said, "If you really loved me, you wouldn't need time to think about it." That's when it clicked. I realized that every major step in our relationship had come with a condition. I wasn't proving my love, I was proving my obedience. And when I didn't comply, I was made to feel guilty. So instead of proving my love, I proved something else, that I was done. I told him I needed space. He begged, he got angry, he called me selfish. Then he tried to flip the script and say I was the one who didn't love him enough. But I stood my ground. I packed my things and walked away. Now, he's been texting me nonstop, calling me cold and heartless, telling me I gave up on us over nothing. But I don't think it was nothing. AITA for leaving instead of proving my love? I'm so glad you had this clear-headed epiphany. NTA. NTA never lose freedom and independence, that's when they starting treating you bad. Girl, you didn't leave a boyfriend, you escaped a walking red flag factory. Good for you. NTA. You didn't give up over nothing, you gave up because you realized that his behavior was unacceptable and you deserved better. Kudos to the promotion in your professional and personal lives. You aren't a bra what even? I'm sorry, but I can't understand how people keep testing others for love. I don't get it. He molding hard. NTA. As I'm sure you now know, even little tests are never really harmless because they prove that your partner can't trust your love for them. They have to be explicitly shown in their own way on their own terms. And those are the best of cases. As with your situation, it's much more likely to be proving obedience or subservience than it is to prove love. Well done, on getting out of there before it was too late. This just reads like AI. NTA, absolutely not. I'm glad it clicked before you moved in, commingled finances and possibly had children. He used those subtle tactics to control you and now he's angry you are not obeying. Well done, no notes, 100% NTA. A note to all the young people on here, no emotionally healthy person ever uses "if you really loved me you'd do X." Except as a joke when asking for something small like a glass of water or a hug, it is a large red flag. It is manipulative, controlling, a sign of serious insecurity, or a mix of all three. No mature healthy adult insists you prove your love, especially by sacrificing something of your own, whether it's your time, money, career, family, etc. He sounds like a manipulative creep. NTA. NTA. People who don't know how to make themselves happy tend to make everyone around them miserable. Rejoice that you figured this out before you took a giant leap that would have left you flat on your face. If you choose to communicate with him, you don't have to, then lean into it. You are so right. I am selfish and heartless. I'm sure that you wouldn't want to waste your time on someone who didn't pass your many loyalty tests. If he's savvy, then he'll understand the dig. If he isn't, then you'll have a laugh at his expense. Win-win either way. Fuck off with this fake as AI shit. NTA. He sounds emotionally manipulative. He's basically emotionally blackmailing you into compliance. He sounds immature, needy and controlling. Way to go. Get out before that narcissistic jerk had any power over you. NTA. If you love me you will do as I say is not love. That is a blatant control technique. It would have got worse the longer you stayed. You were smart to stop it now. If you really love me, you'll forgive me for abusing you would probably be one of his comments in the future. Good on you for leaving, you deserve so much more than this manipulative asshole. NTA. You dodged a bullet. If you moved in, it would have only gotten worse and he would have gotten more controlling. It's so refreshing to hear about someone making a big brain decision. Good on you. I don't know you, but I am proud of you for walking away from manipulation at its finest. Enjoy that promotion. You didn't give up over nothing, you recognized the walking red flag parade and left before it got worse. Love isn't a series of tests, and you're not heartless for refusing to play his games. You passed the real test, choosing yourself. NTA, and you totally dodged a bullet moving in with him. He's manipulative and this sort of behavior only escalates over time, as you've already alluded to. Block him, walk away as fast as you can. NTA. You are absolutely right, he was testing how far he could push your obedience with gaslighting and manipulation. There is a good chance this would have progressed to abuse once he felt you were stuck. Either after moving in, after marriage, or when/if a pregnancy came about. Good for you for listening to your gut. He is still trying to manipulate you by calling you cold and heartless. Personally, I would absolutely lean into it. I would simply reply and say, yep, you are right. I don't love you enough. I don't love you more than myself, I don't love you more than my autonomy. I don't love you enough to put up with this BS. Then I would block him and take my cold heartless ass out to do something nice for myself. This is fake. Better than others because they made sure to edit the part at the end where ChatGPT will say friends and family are split, but it's still AI generated. Good for you. You dodged a bullet tear. You weren't proving love, you were passing his little loyalty tests like a contestant on Manipulation Island. Good on you for walking away. Finally, someone that stood up for herself. You know you were in the right, you don't need anyone's praise, be proud of yourself. You go girl. So proud of you. No one needs that BS. Why is everyone so blind and dumb? I'm losing faith in our collective intelligence. Why is this post getting any attention? Account was created yesterday and this is very obviously a pick-me story. If anyone took a few seconds to look at her profile, you'd see this post is just made up. This sub is always full of AI written stories and bots. I'm starting to think most of the users are bots cause y'all cannot be this dumb and blind. AITA for posting ChatGPT garbage. Fuck outta here. NTA, good move on your part. NTA, I'm happy it clicked for you eventually before you couldn't escape. Now you need to block him. NTA. You recognized a huge red flag and dodged it before getting into a situation that would be harder to get out of. The script has always been I don't think you love me, I need you to show me by doing X or giving up Y. That script wasn't going to change if you moved in, and that script isn't going to change now that you've left. Anyone who pulls the if you loved me, you'd do X card all the time and can't be happy for your career milestones or even let you go out with friends without making it all about them is not a person you want to be with. They're extremely insecure at best and will become controlling and abusive at worst. NTA. Thank you for listening to your gut and getting yourself out of a relationship that could have derailed a part of your life if you moved in or stayed in the relationship longer. A good partner is someone who wants to see you become your best self and supports you evolving. I was stuck for 26 years with a controlling narcissist of a husband. These are the games he would play. He never changed. Don't try and skip work like I did, listen to your instincts, lovely, and also block him. Definitely NTA. Imagine having kids with a dude like him. You are breastfeeding and he will be like, so now you prioritize feeding the baby before me? NTA. Very smart of you. Yeah, a relationship doesn't depend on you always capitulating. I bet his next move would have been for you to quit your job and stay home and take care of him, or get you pregnant. Yeah, you should never have to prove yourself over and over and over again, though your partner live and learn, and I would block him at this point. NTA, and you hit the nail on the head. Every prove your love bullshit I've encountered has boiled down to obey me. It's never about love. It's about showing that they can control you. And you dodged a bullet. Nice short story. This is AI. This entire subreddit is AI. Why are you even asking something so one-sided? Hey, you took Reddit advice before you even got it. Nice. Breaking it off was hard, but it was the right thing to do. A full 10 points for you. NTA, and well done for getting out of that controlling relationship when you did. NTA, you are better off without a man-child who was trying to manipulate you the way teenage boys do when they want sex. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Good for you for listening to your inside voice and choosing your own peace. No one should ever make you feel this way in a relationship. A lot of people could learn from your mindset. Definitely NTA, please stick to your plan and stay far away from this man no matter how many times he tells you it'll be different and he can change. He won't. At 32 he should be mature enough to give you time to make a decision and not be so pushy. My GF took months to decide to move in my house and it was fine me. He should also encourage you to continue to have a life, and have his own. It's up to you if this stuff is a deal breaker or worth trying to work out. NTA. I'm so glad you didn't continue to put up with this. You're clearly NTA. You chose yourself, and your boundaries matter more than any test you tried to set. You deserve someone who supports and respects you, not manipulates you into proving your worth. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. He's a control freak. Unless you wish to be his servant for life, NTA. Smart woman. NTA, when you're in newlywed/new relationship fog, it's easy to excuse the red flags. So glad you didn't. Always trust your gut. You did the right thing. NTA, he was controlling you and conditioning you to be obedient, which is abuse at a very discreet level. He's a covert narcissist. Sneaky to train you like that. Good of you to figure out and leave. Seriously, best decision you could make. He was a few steps away from isolating you, and that is when physical abuse starts. Next one was going to be, give up your higher paying job to prove to him that you loved him. He's got a seriously overinflated ego and has massive issues you don't need to subscribe to. If you really loved me, you wouldn't coerce me into proving my obedience all the time. NTA, he sounds like a narc. I am so proud of you, internet stranger.